Hi everyone, my name is Daniela from Daniela Styling Company, and today we are actually going to be doing some really fun and affordable DIY place cards for your event. Now, these place cards also serve as a favor that the guests can actually take home with them once the event is done, so it's a really nice personalized touch for you to add to your event and also enhances the guest experience as well. If you're interested to see how these DIY place cards are done, stay tuned to check it out. So for the first DIY, we are basically going to be getting these clear hexagon shapes. I actually found these on Amazon, but I know a lot of stores do sell these. And we are just going to get some paint and just paint one side of the hexagon. Now, you can use whatever paint that you want. I just used pink paint. If you wanted to layer a couple of different coats of different shades, you can absolutely do that. Just simply paint a couple of stripes of a darker blue, for example. Let that dry and then afterwards go in with your additional paint and just paint over that. And this is how it looks once it is dry. The only thing we are going to be doing additionally is we are going to use a gold paint pen to write out the person's name. You can even leave the hexagons clear. You don't have to paint the backside. It actually looks very classy and elegant as well. And here's the final product. The next DIY is a little bit more coastal theme. I actually found these shells, but I know that they do sell them on Amazon as well. I'm just going to tape off the bottom half of the shells and use this gold paint. I personally like to use this Martha Stewart gold paint. I feel like it has great payoff. And you are just going to paint on a couple of coats of gold. Again, just the bottom half of that shell. Once that's dried, you are just going to remove that tape and you can use a white paint pen, or I just used regular paint and you can write out the person's name. In this case, I went with the last name, but you can use the first name as well. The last DIY is more of a bohemian theme. You're basically going to get a piece of twine and then some wooden beads. I tied a knot at the end of the twine so that way my beads wouldn't fall off. And just string along those beads onto your twine. I strung the beads through the twine using the pattern of 2 light beads and then 1 darker wood bead. Once you are done, you are basically going to tie that wood bead string all together to make a circle. This next part is the tassel. This tassel was a little bit challenging to make, and I really just think it was the material. But if you are intimidated by using twine, you can use yarn definitely. What you're going to do is you're basically going to wrap around the twine over a surface. I happen to use my phone, and you're just going to wrap it around a couple of times until you get a good thickness that you like. And with an additional piece of twine, you are just going to wrap everything up all together. I just slided that extra piece of twine right underneath all of the twine and tied it with a really good knot. Once you're ready, just remove all of that twine. I had to stretch mine out a little bit, but you're basically going to wrap the top fourth of that tassel. And then you are going to cut off the bottom half of that tassel. In the end, you should have a shape that looks like an old school broom. And I had to go back and cut some additional length from my tassel. I just felt it was a bit too long. I also went back and added additional twine around where I have everything tied up for the tassel. And you're just gonna get the top 2 pieces of twine and use that to wrap the tassel around the wood bead circle. And all I did extra was attach a name tag onto my place card. I just used a simple piece of paper, put a hole punch in it, and tied it onto my wooden bead tassel. And this is the final product. I love how all of these place cards came out, and really they serve a variety of themes, anything from coastal to bohemian to just plain old traditional, and they really make a huge impact on your guest. These place cards are also a nice touch that the guest can take home with them as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as well as hit that subscribe button down below so that way you don't miss any future content coming to this channel. I'll see you all next week. Bye!